mount the front of that thing onto the back of that 83. So we will have a rear wheel drive, rear engine Honda Civic.
All the wheels are leaning.
So all that's left is a burnout.
It was at this moment that he knew. He f***ed up.
Beats all you never saw, been in trouble with the law since the day they was born.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. So today we have something very interesting. we did a little bit on it and then we slacked for, I don't know, it's been quite a while, like 5 months. But the time has come and we got something ready for a test drive and we have yet to put a seat in it or drive it until now to film. So yeah, show you guys what we're working with. What do you say, Jess? Think they're ready?
Yeah.
I don't think so. Bam. Woo! Look at this thing. So this is our 83 Honda Civic, and we took the front of an EK and mounted everything in the rear. Pretty exciting stuff. You want to pop the hood, Jess? We'll give them the rundown front to back roll. In the front, we mounted our fuel cell. Pretty straightforward. We took our fuel system off of our EG and, you know, reused it. Don't mind the cut harness that was in our way, and then last night we were trying to, you know, play with it to see what we had going on, but we're going to delete that and just run ignition to ignition. But anyway, for now, there's our brake and clutch reservoirs, and the firewall flexes a bit, but they do work. We used some other Honda throttle bracket for the throttle cable and just made it work, and that just loops. For now, everything is on the floor of the car because the lines we got were a little short, but it'll work that way. We did have to cut and weld the clutch pedal to give it enough throw to be able to get the, you know, enough throw for the clutch to actually work. But yeah, that's everything else. The mounts, you know, we just welded some stuff front and rear, and we're gonna add some more from where the torque mounts used to go. And the radiator's just sitting there for this little test ride. I don't know if it's gonna run hot or overheat. Probably will. We're not really concerned. Just to make it easy for our fuel system, we took the fuel rail off the race car, but it's for a Z6 and this is a Y7. So I made that little plate there. And what that does is allow the rail to bolt on, which it worked, it doesn't leak. So that made that stuff easy. Back here we have our, you know, under the dash fuse box. That's the fuse box from under the hood. The battery's just ratchet strapped in there for temporarily. There's the relay for the fuel pump and the main relay. And then we have our ignition mounted back here for the time being. But like I said, we're just gonna take these wires and run them up to the factory ignition from the 83 and everything will work that way. And here's the little throttle bracket we had to make back here. You know, that, like I said, that's the other end of the throttle cable. And that's about it, guys. Pretty simple, straightforward setup. We made the shift linkage as well. It just kind of loops, you know, towards the front and then goes on up. Straightforward. We'll talk more about all these little things later. But yeah, so the goal is we're going to drop a seat in it and we're going to see how it drives and what it do, like, you know, how it moves and how it works. Another thing that we do have a situation on is this axle here is still in there. That's probably going to bang around quite a bit. We should probably cut that, to be honest. But the other side is, I don't remember taking it out, but it's completely missing. So, you know, the wheel coming apart because there's no axle to hold the bearing in. So we're not going farther. Like I said, we're literally just going to go here in the little parking lot next to my house just to see how the car drives at all. So yeah, we're gonna see if the back end rips out of it or what it does. Yeah, that's a game plan. So let's see what it does, shall we? We got reverse. We're money. go, guys. Jesse's here now. We'll do a little recording. See how this goes. Everything's just falling off.
Yeah, bolts on the
Just
ground.
lost a bunch of washers. What? What did it look like turning?
Yeah, I don't know. Looks good.
It feels like I'm flipping over.
It looks like all the wheels are leaning.
So all that's left is a burnout, right?
Sure. What's that? That's a strut bolt.
Yeah, but I had that through the frame. Should I roll backwards or no?
Huh. What happened? What it break? What it break?
Axle.
Ah. You should have known better to do that.
Is that us?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck that.
What axle to break?
I don't know.
Oh, right there. Oh,
Damn.
snapped that pretty good.
All right. That didn't take long at all.
No.
Is that from this?
Yeah.
So it bit hard.
Yeah, it did. The front wheels, I think, almost came off the ground. No, they didn't. They definitely didn't.
It was like, dude, the dash fell apart and hit my shin. That hurt.
I think it's sturdy.
Yeah, but it ain't gonna keep an axle in it for nothing.
No. I think you launched a little hard.
Oh, I was up there, yeah. That's what we're here for. You know? Damn. Yeah, she's hurt. can't wrap my head around the fact that that axle's still in there. But dude, it won't slide for nothing. All right, guys. So as you saw, we lost the motor mount there, but it's not the end of the world. We just put a mount in it. You know, it's simple. But we were going to be making torque mounts for the front of this anyway, because with our race car, we had the motor twisting without torque mounts, and the IAC was hitting on the firewall. So we were going to put torque mounts on this anyway, which I ended up doing, and that helped a lot with the motor movement. And then the axle's still broken. So the last bit of footage you just saw where I was trying to bounce it up the hill and then I slid it around a little bit, that was all with that broken axle. And I don't understand how it's still working. I'm going to show you guys how it's all twisted up. It's making noise, it's clunking, so it's hurt, but how it drove, I don't know. But I'll show you guys the mounts we made for the torque mounts, and I'll show you the axle, and then we'll go from there. So I ran out of gas, unfortunately, on our welder, so I have to go get more gas. But let me get you guys in here a little bit. So you have that plate that goes off the torque mount, and then I just ran it, to this bar here and tacked it. Same thing on this side under the radiator, if I could get it. So you can see the torque mount to this bar, and they are welded in. They're not done yet because I ran out of gas, but they held the motor significantly. But we will have to change this mount. It's definitely broken. Like all the rubber's gone, it just pulls up and down, but that's a simple deal. Like I said, it was really loud, so I threw this muffler on just to help us play around a little bit more. And so that muffler's quickly mounted with a ratchet strap or two, just to bring the height up. It didn't even need it. It's so short, the bolts of the flange helped enough. But yeah, I just did that quick just to drive it as we were. But as I was saying, look at that axle. Like, it doesn't make much sense to me as to how it's still driving. Yeah, it just doesn't make any sense. Try to get this to focus. Yeah, it's just weird. Like, that axle's wrinkled. It twisted the boot all up all crazy. I don't know how it's still working, but it is. But either way, it's where she's at. Still works. And we have a little bit of a game plan in mind. And to fill you guys in on what that game plan is I want to pull the transmission out because I have a welded diff trans. We're going to stick that in there with a fresh axle. The AutoZone lifetime warranty deal. So if we break it, we just get new ones. So yeah, we're going to put an LSD trans in it with a new axle. And I want to go do a big burnout just because, we're going to put some... we got fender flares, like fender inner wells, not flares, but the fender wells from like a Chevy pickup. We're going to try to zip tie them in there, and just so we don't cover everything on the inside with rubber. But yeah, the next video will be this thing doing a pretty good burnout, and obviously the little things we do to it. And then after that, I want to boost it. So let's get a burnout out of the way, and a couple little ideas I have for a launch. I think slipping it out, it'll work, and it's going to need power. So I'm excited for that. That's where the boost comes into play. So let's get a trans in there, both wheels spinning, new axle so it can handle it. And let's go do a burnout. So that'll be next video, planning about a week from now. So that's the goal there. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. Hope you like it. Plenty more is to come on this, so check us out, subscribe, definitely do what you do. See you guys next time.